Yes, please.
Okay. Avatar Meher
Meher
Baba
Baba
Jai.
ki jai.
Avatar
Meher Baba
Meher
Jai.
Baba
Jai.
Avatar
Meher Baba
Meher
ki
Baba
jai.
ki jai.
Jai Baba Pratap Ji.
Jai Baba. Jai Baba to all of you. Last time there was some confusion in the illusion. I came, I sat here around about 7:30 or so, up to 8:35 or 8:40. And the program was going on here, and I was not knowing about the change in the timing. And then I got tired, and then we called the Ganesh, and he told us that the time has been changed from 8:45. Then I requested him that for quite a long time I am sitting here, so better to cancel last time's the program, and that is how it was missed last time. But then with this, let me tell you also that for the next two Fridays, I will not be able to take the session. The reason is that first is we are going to Satara, the accident site at Urtari, Baba's second car accident. And we go there every year. So that is the second Friday, that is a Friday. And thereafter, there is a program in Nizamabad. Prakash may be knowing about it. And I've decided to go there and attend this program. So 2 sessions I will not be able to take the hereafter. So today I had a very serious topic today. In fact, last time I had thought of telling you something about this Pandar program. We had a grand program, but some other time I will tell you about that, because this whole system of Indians walking from different places to Pandharpur. What is all this? I just wanted to explain to all of you. But then that was skipped over, and now today I'm just going to take a topic of Mehra and Radha. Baba has given the book God Speaks, and in the dedication, there is a profound statement made by Baba. It is dedicated to illusion which sustains reality. Dedicated to illusion which sustains reality. In these words, the whole essence of God's speech comes, the whole essence of creation comes. And then coming to the physical level, I mean human level, how to understand all these topics. Now, as we know that Meher Baba has been giving much importance to his love for Mehra and Mehra's love for him. There are several statements which Meher Baba has made. I will just read out those statements for all of you to think over it, and then we go further for a little, just to understand what it means. Now we have to bear in mind that the statements which I am going to read, they are made by the avatar of the age, God in human form, about Mehra, who is called the beloved of the beloved. Now, Baba's praise about Mehra, Baba has said, Mehra and I are one. And many times, what I feel, Mehra also feels at the same time the same thing. What I feel at times, the same thought Mehra gets at the same time. So there is a sort of a linking in between Baba and Mehra. And Baba further says, Baba told to other women, I love you all. Baba is telling all the other women who were represented, I love you all, but Mehra is my beloved. I love you all, but Mehra is my beloved. She is like my Radha. She is like my Radha. She is my very breath. This is what Godman is saying. She is my very breath, without which I cannot live. The ever living one is making this statement that she is my breath, without which I cannot live. Mehra loves me as I should be loved. If we link this statement with the dedication of God's feet, we find that there is a very close link in between these. In the two lines, Ahir Baba has explained or revealed the whole basics of this creation and his presence on this earth along with his image, along with his shadow, along with his shadow. He is coming on this earth along with his shadow. Now, when we are thinking about the relation between Mehra and Ahir Baba, I remember that once we had the Poona Bhajan Mandali were singing before Baba on Mehra's birthday. And Madhusudan had composed a song wherein he has stated that until this time, people were singing in the name of Radha Madhav. Madhav is the name of Lord Krishna. Radha Madhav. Hereafter they will sing Mehra Meher. Until this time, people were singing Radha Madhav. Hereafter, people go on singing Mehra Meher. At this juncture, at this point, Baba made a very, very important remark. He said or gestured that, remember one thing. These are his words which were interpreted. Remember one thing, that Radha was perfect, Mehra is not. Baba had conveyed that Radha was perfect, Mehra is not. On this background, another incident which I would like to tell you is once in Guruprasad, Dr. Harry Kenmore was there. And as usual, we had gathered in Guruprasad. And Harry Kenmore, he was attending to some other, he was in Guruprasad, but doing something else, and then came to Baba. And Baba embraced him. Baba embraced him, and what Baba said is, you are so very clean shaven. Your shave is very clean and very soft, and I feel very soft, and you are very clean shaven. And then Baba takes his hand and moves that hand on his forehead like this, and says to Dr. Hurricane Moore, I am also clean shaven. See how sweet, how soft it is. Baba is putting his hand, Hurricane Moore's hand on his forehead and says, now I am also shaven, clean shaven. And can you, do you find it so very smooth? He just laughed. But thereafter, there was a topic which was of our subject, our importance. Perhaps, I cannot say, but perhaps Baba had allowed Dr. Hurricane Moore to see Mera, to meet Mera. And during that time, after it came from there, after all these moving his hand on Baba's forehead and all that, Baba is asking whether you have met Mera. Dr. Hurricane Moore said, yes, Baba. How do you feel? And what he said, what Dr. Hurricane Moore said is, Baba, it was very, very nice feeling. She's perfectly a what we call is in my God, just he's. I mean, what he meant to say is that it is the opposite picture of your own picture. It is a particular word I am just anyway. It will come to my mind. So that was now here is a one may have a doubt that Baba was not allowing anybody to see Mera, any gents, and then even referring to anybody's name, any gent's name before Mera was forbidden. In that case, how this happened, I have no answer to that, but I do remember that this incident had taken place. She's your counterpart. She's your counterpart. I heard it very clearly. Dr. Hurricane Moore saying that she is your counterpart, and Baba just smiled. Baba didn't give any reaction, he just smiled. Now I have never understood what is this counterpart then. Today also I do not understand what is that counterpart. What must be the meaning of it in Dr. Hurricane Moore's mind? I just failed to make out whether it was a shadow like that is described in the God speaks, or whether the same feeling as we get in Baba's presence, he was talking about the same feeling in the presence of Mera. I do not exactly could not understand until this time what he meant by a shadow or a counterpart. Looking to this, all these matters which we are discussing here, exactly one cannot make out as to just we can just imagine, because at one place Baba says that Radha was perfect, Mera is not perfect. Here Baba says that Mera is my Radha. These are the statements which are made by God man, and they are beyond our human understanding. But I am going to tell you a beautiful story about Radha. Very beautiful story. Just listen to it very carefully. As we know that from Gokul, Gokul was a place where Krishna was brought up. He had adopted parents. In his father's name was Nand and mother's name was Yashoda. His real mother's name was Devki. But then she was brought up by Yashoda, and that was in yes, Gokul. Now, when he reached this age of school education, taking education, his maternal uncle, he sent his messenger to bring Krishna for his studies, for his education, for his studies. And Krishna was so very involved, the Gopis were so very involved in Lord Krishna that they were just had no thought except Krishna. Throughout the day, they will always have a thought of Lord Krishna. He was just very young child. But then by some under pretext or something, they will go to his house just to have a look at him and then feel happy about it. They were so very mad after him. But then when Krishna left Gokul, the gopis became practically mad. They became practically mad. They left their food. They lost their rest, sleep, and desperately they were walking through the jungles where they had played with Lord Krishna. It was a very bad time for them. Even it is the description by the poets have been that even the plants and trees and the river water, they also had become so very attached to Lord Krishna that they were asking, where is our Lord? Where is our Lord? Where is our beloved? That was the condition in Gokul. And someone told Radha, no, we can just imagine what could have been her state of mind. Radha, whose every breath was occupied with the memories of Lord Krishna. Every moment of her life was possessed by Lord Krishna. We can imagine her condition. And then somebody said that you do go desperately to walk through the jungles, don't take proper food, don't attend to your household duties. Now you have become so very mad after Krishna. Why don't you go and meet him there? He is camping somewhere close to that Gokul. He is camping there and you can just try your luck, you can meet him there. And Radha becomes very happy about it. She started searching, going on foot, started searching from jungle to jungle, and ultimately comes to the place where Krishna was camping. It was a temporary tents which were erected, and see the scenery. That all these paraphernalia of this watchman and all this, all of that was there. Now, in one of the beautifully decorated tent, Lord Krishna is lying down on the cot, and his wife Rukmini is pressing his feet, massaging his feet, and both are in conversing with each other. They are enjoying each other's company. And the person who is attending to the door, he knocks the door and comes inside and tells Krishna that one lady by name Radha has come to meet you. That person, he reports to Krishna that one lady by name Radha has come to meet you. As soon as Krishna heard the name of Radha, he immediately got up. Rukmini was surprised how abruptly he got up, because she was massaging his feet. And he just ran towards the door. When he reached the door, there he saw Radha standing right in front of him. And very lovingly he held her hand, brought her inside, make her sit comfortably on that cot. Now Krishna's wife, Rukmini, Krishna had two wives. One was Rukmini and another was Satyabhama. Rukmini was the senior one. Now Rukmini got surprised as to how my husband is loving this ordinary looking girl. I was thinking that she must be very beautiful and all that. Now she looks to be a very ordinary girl. How Krishna got involved in her, that was a surprising question in the mind of Rukmini. And Krishna was just staring at Radha with much love. And Radha was equally staring at Krishna, just to grasp or swallow whatever in a short time they could get from each other, looking at each other. All that happiness, whatever they could get, they were trying to swallow that. And Rukmini kept wondering what has happened to these two mad people. They are staring at each other. They are not looking anywhere else. And abruptly Krishna asks Rukmini, now Radha has come after, I am meeting Radha after a very, very, very long time. There was time when we were playing together and enjoying each other's company so much. There were other gopis, we used to dance together. And now, since I have left Gokul, it's a long time, after a long time I am seeing Radha, who is so very dear to me. Why don't you bring a glass of milk for her? Now Rukmini gets up and goes inside to get milk for Radha. Now there were some cruel thoughts in the mind of Rukmini. She was feeling very jealous about Krishna's love for Radha and Radha's love for Krishna. She was feeling jealous, and she had thought, evil had entered in her mind. And what she did was she boiled the milk and brought it, that very, 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 very hot milk. Put that glass of milk, hot milk, before Radha. And without any thought, Radha picks up that glass and drinks that boiling milk. The whole glass she drank. And Rukmini was feeling very happy. Now, this is a good punishment for her. All that digestion tract must have been burnt away now. She won't be able to swallow any food thereafter. That was the thought which Rukmini was getting. And then Radha drank that milk. She sat for some time, and thereafter, with permission of Lord Krishna, she went her own way. And Radha and Rukmini resumed her duty of pressing feet of Lord Krishna. When she was touching the lower portion of Krishna's feet, what she found was there were blisters on Krishna's feet, as if it has got burnt, as if Krishna's feet have got burnt. And she was very shocked. She was very shocked and asked Krishna, what has happened to your feet? And Krishna said, you cruel woman, out of your jealousy, you wanted to burn. You put a boiling milk in front of Radha. But Radha was so very happy in my presence. She was very lost herself in my presence. She drank that hot milk. And remember one thing, that you wanted to burn her heart. But Radha's heart lies in my feet. Radha's heart is there in my feet. You wanted to burn her heart. As a result, because that heart is in my feet, as a result, my feet got burned. For this jealousy which is in your mind, I will never forgive you. I will never forgive you. That was a beautiful story about Radha. And now comparing, say wrong to compare, but then we can imagine at least that every avatar has a counterpart. We know Ram had Sita, Lord Krishna had Radha, Buddha had Amrapali, then Jesus had Lady Magdalene, and Lord Muhammad also had his senior wife as his counterpart. So every avatar has a counterpart that is opposite sex. I do not know, but it is just to he carries as if it is his shadow. Whenever he appears on this earth as God in human form, as the avatar, as the shadow accompanies the person. She must be following the avatar. That is what I imagine. That is what I can understand through these relations. They have a vital part to play because after Baba dropped his body, until then, Mera was not allowed to see any person, any gent, and any gent was not allowed to see Mera. Not only that, but a mere reference of any gents was also forbidden in the presence of Mera. When Baba was to drop his body, in the last meeting, Baba had brought Mera before all the people, asked her to say Jai Baba to everyone. That may have been the preparation for attending to the lovers when Baba dropped his body. I may venture to call a substitute just to satisfy the urge of Baba lovers. And very aptly, Mera has carried out that duty. With this, today, I offer my salutations to all these personalities who have played the part as the counterpart of the avatar. They have a very important role in the avataric advent. Now, I would just ask you whether you have any queries, any questions about the whole topic which we had discussed today. This is in fact not a topic for us to understand and discuss, but we are trying to make an effort to understand it. What could be the role of all these personalities when they appear with the avatar? I would like you to give your reactions on this topic. If there are no questions or no queries, no reactions, then I will sing one song for you. Still there is a time, quite good time.
It's a beautiful story, Pratap ji.
Please.
There are things I learned which I didn't know. So thank you so much. And anybody, if you have questions, please come forward and ask.
They can contribute their thoughts also.
Yeah.
They need not have a question, but they can contribute to this.
Yeah, no, that's true. Well, if you have no questions, then I guess Pratap ji will share a song. Yeah. But
I had after Baba dropped his body, and Mera was coming before the people saying Jai Baba to everybody. I had some occasions to be face to face before her. One occasion was when we had stage drama of all the avatars, the avataric advents of starting from Zoroaster up to Mer Baba, with songs and with background music and everything. It was so beautiful. All these small children were presented in the form of avatars, and it was a fantastic program which was appreciated by everyone. When this program was performed in the area of Kothur quarters, or the now it is a trust compound, when it was on Adi's request, when it was performed there, all these lady mandalis, unlike their usual practice, they were present round up to 11 o'clock in the night. They don't remain out at odd times. But then that was the option which was made by the ladies. And after the program was over, I was surrounded by so many, all the ladies who had accompanied Mera. And I was face to face Mera, and Mera was, she had all the appreciation for this drama. And what she said to me is that you have made Baba so very happy. Baba must be feeling very happy for this performance. And I pray to Baba that you keep on doing all these such performance in future also. That was the wish that she expressed before me. And that was a great appreciation for me. And every time we had, thereafter, every year we used to have some dramatic performance. At times it was 1 hour, 1.5 hour. We stayed on the avatars, on the Sadgurus, and on different topics. But every time, Mera will come on the stage. After the program is over, Mera will come on the stage. She will greet all the children. They were very young children. She will greet all the children, and we have some pictures of the children along with Mera and Mani. So I had that much liberty to talk face to face to Mera. That was a very memorable time in my life, and I really thank Baba for all that opportunities which he has given to me. Now, since there appear to be no questions, I will sing. Sorry.
Pratapji, I mean, there's not a question, but you can answer if you think it's appropriate. Regarding the words which you shared about Mehra, that she is not perfect and Radha was perfect. Is that recorded somewhere in some book?
It must have been in the, I'm not very sure that whether it has come with the Lord Mayor, but all these incidents in which I have been the witness, I remember all these. Now this I told you about Harry Canmore. I am not very sure whether that was reported somewhere in the book.
Okay.
But when this happened, I
Mhm.
was very close there. I was sitting very, very close, standing very close to there.
So was that in the year 1957, 59, around that time? Because Pukar's diaries have come out, so I was wondering if there is some reference to it in that.
I see.
Because Pukar was there when Harry also was visiting Mehrabad.
Yes.
And that book probably has, I didn't read that, so I don't know, but I was just thinking.
Certain thing. Now, what happens is that one thing I have made very clear right from the beginning, that whatever I have seen with my eyes, I am sure about it. But then there is one difficulty, that all those who were with me then that time, very few, a couple of people have left, and they don't remember anything. Even if I shout that this is what had happened, hardly any people can believe me, because this happened in that ghazal. That ghazal was by Sima, and that ghazal was sung in Guruprasad, and Baba had said that Sima has touched my heart, and wherever he is, I have fed him. That this incident happened in Guruprasad. I was shouting every time. I have told several people that these incident had taken place in Guruprasad, because it is our party, Poona Bhajan Mandali, that had sung that ghazal before Baba. And after that ghazal was over, then Baba passed all the remarks. Lately, somebody has said that it was in between, Baba stopped it, and no, it had not happened like that. Fortunately, I could convince this Peter, what is the name? Peter, no?
Peter
One
Nordin,
who,
Peter Booth, Peter Booth.
Peter. No, he's son-in-law of Bahu Kalchuri, who is looking after this.
Oh, David Fenster. David Fenster.
David Fencer. I told him several times, but he said, no, we have diaries because, and in all the diaries, it has been reported that this incident had taken place in Mehrabad. I said, no, I cannot accept it. Ultimately, with the help of one girl who used to sing before Baba, her name was, she is no more now, her name was Dev. Anyway, she used to sing ghazal before Baba, because whenever this Begum Akhtar sang before Baba, she used to like that girl, because that girl was, Baba used to like her very much. That girl used to sing before Baba the ghazals, which she had practiced the ghazals, which were favorite of Begum Akhtar. That girl, she gave a statement confirming whatever I said about that incident, that it had taken place in Guruprasad. She was not witness to that, but surrounding situation was, by the surrounding situation, ultimately David Fenster was convinced, and then he put that change in that online version of Lord Meher.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I don't have any witnesses now.
So maybe you
Now-
should write a book, Pratapji.
Uh,
Maybe you should come up with a book to help everybody record the events that you observed.
right. Yes. Yes. Now, in fact, practically all these controversial things I have stated here and they have been recorded by by the circle of friends. Sometime, someday they may open out and then find out what was the version which was said by Pratap. So somehow that has been recorded, but also I am writing on that. I am writing on these all these important incidents which had taken place in Guruprasad and also elsewhere. In the absence of Baba elsewhere, amongst Baba lovers, our visits to Hamirpur, our visits to Andhra, all that memories I am writing on that.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful. That's
somehow it will be preserved. It will remain there. Somebody will come and make use of it. It will remain as a record.
beautiful. Beautiful.
And certain things I cannot just. I'm just helpless to make the people believe what I say. I'm helpless because there's no witness. Madhusun had a good memory. Always we used to talk with each other. All these incidents, and he had a critical opinion about whatever was happening there. And similar was my attitude. That whenever whatever happens there, we would revive it after we go out. I will just raise a little time now, since we were talking about that ghazal. I will sing the same ghazal.
Pratap,
Sorry.
in the volumes Mera Meher, he does say that Mera is his Radha, but he didn't say anything else at that time.
So, Prakash.
He didn't add that about
So-
not being perfect.
Rosalie,
At that
can I speak in my accent?
Yeah,
So Rosalie is indicating that in Mehra Meher, Baba obviously said Mehra is my Radha,
Yes.
but he did not add anything more to it. I mean, like perfect or
That time.
imperfect and things like that. Yeah.
at that time. So it
That
makes
was
it-
incidental. That was incidental because the composition which was being sung before Baba was stating that until this time people were singing Radha Madhav, and now they will sing Mehra Meher. That time, that particular incident, that time Baba conveyed. Remember, these are the words which were interpreted before us. Remember, Radha was perfect, Mehra is not. That much only.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't elaborate, Baba didn't elaborate, we didn't, stress the question, that whatever Baba said, we have just accepted.
Yeah, and in the accident here in United States, in Oklahoma, the accident, Baba said to Mara, you suffered half the suffering. You took on half the suffering. That's very, very strong. I know Baba used to sometimes Mandali or people would say, let me take some of your suffering, Baba. And he says, you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. But he let Mera take half the suffering. That's a very, very strong statement.
What happens nowadays is that people hear some stories from somewhere and adding something, deleting and adding something, they will keep on passing on that to other people. Now, since I was talking about this, that song, Sima's song, the same thing has happened. People are interpreting it very authoritatively, as if they are the authority, and they interpret in a different way. But since we were present there, what we believe is that whatever we have seen, that is what we tell the people. And in the beginning only I said that about what I have seen in Baba's presence, I will not delete and I will not add anything more. As it is, as this happened, I will put before. Not even try to interpret that, not to try to interpret that. Just put that whole matter before the people. Let the people have their thoughts on about that. But then now, out of the over smartness, people are doing several things. But talking about Mehra, this subject is not within our grasp, within the grasp of our limited mind. Let it be, let it be left to Baba, and we just enjoy whatever Baba has said about Mehra. We just have we have that great respect, great love for Mehra. One thing which I personally would say that Mehra, we looked at her with great respect and great love. But then Baba is Baba. Meher Baba is Meher Baba. So in all our dealings, we never mixed up these two issues. We respect, we love Mehra. But then our focus is always on Baba or Meher Baba. Our prayers are pointed to Meher Baba. Our pictures are in our worship place. All the pictures are of Meher Baba only. This is personal opinion, personal feeling. Any people may have different feeling. They may have, because what I found is that so many people, after Baba dropped his body, people have not seen Meher Baba, and they have very closely come in contact with the Mandali. And then some people, they came in very close contact with Bhaukalshuri. Some people are there who came in contact with Eraj. There are some people some ladies who, even the gents who came in very close contact with Mehra. Now they have their different feelings about all these personalities. Now I love Eraj. I respect Eraj. I take Eraj to be the one who could give very convincing answers to any query which is put before him. That was based on whatever he has learned from Meher Baba. But then we have never worshipped Eraj. I love Eraj. I respect him. I respect his knowledge. But then I take him to be a person who has taken close to Meher Baba. This is a basic thing. We people, especially now I again refer to Dr. Ghani, especially the people who have been very close to Dr. Ghani. We have this way of thinking that Meher Baba is Meher Baba. Meher Baba will remain as Meher Baba. In our hearts, nobody can replace Meher Baba. This is what we have learned from Dr. Ghani. And believe me, in spite of her so much of love and respect for Dr. Ghani, we have never worshipped him or never placed his picture on our worshiping place. Once it so happened that there was a very hot argument when I was in Mumbai. We used to go at different places with different families to have singing programs. And Gulab Das Panchal was one of very ardent Baba lover, and we often used to go there. And that time Madhusudan was also in Mumbai. Now, in that house, there was Baba's picture, and very close to that, there was a picture of Pleader. All the Bombay people had come in close contact with Pleader. Now, Madhusudan could not tolerate this. And my personal nature is I won't say anything about it. Even I notice it. I won't go that way, but then I will not criticize that. I will just keep quiet on that. But Madhusudan was not like that. He will just simply speak out. He will speak out. And there was a big quarrel. My God. The family people were very wildly quarreling with us. Who are you to teach us? So that is what is. That is how it is. If people have, so many people have, and they admit that we have not come in close contact with Meher Baba, but we have come in close contact with Bhav Kalchuri. So we talk much about Bhav Kalchuri. Some people say that we have come in close contact with Mera. We always talk about Mera. So was Airaj. So these are different people, have different feelings. Let them have their own feelings. What we have to do. But as far as we are concerned, our focus is entirely on Meher Baba and Meher Baba only. We respect all these personalities. They are very special personalities. But then Meher Baba is Meher Baba. Our time is over. Now let me tell you, for the next 2 Fridays I won't be there, and you have to bear with me, because first is that 2nd December we are going to Satara, and then there is a program in Nizamabad. So for 2 Fridays, please excuse me, I will not be able to take this session. Thereafter, definitely I will come. For today, Jai Baba to all of you. A nice interaction with us. Jai Baba.
Jai Baba. So
Hey, Baba.
Thank you, Pratap ji, for everything, and enjoy your 2 Fridays of programs. And so let's all take Baba's name 3 times, and then
No,
we
Yes,
will.
please.
no,
Yes,
Archie.
please. Yes,
Thought he
please.
was singing.
Pratap, no, Archie.
Aarti, you want Aarti? All right. Which Aarti you would like to have?
Manasuran Meharamana. Meharamana Arati Swikaro.
Ja Kalpana?
Yes.
ऐसे महिमा दिव्य सनातन परमदया दिव्य सनातन परमदया हे जगदोद्धार मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो मेहर मन आरती स्वीकारो धूप दीप चंदन चरसाना भोग लगाना फूल चढ़ाना तुमरा ही तुमको लौटाना काहे बढ़ाई करो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो सकल विधि के तुम कारण हो सकल विश्व कारण आने हो तुम सम और नहीं तुम ही हो ये सत्य अवतारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो सकल चराचर तुम्हारी माया माया भी तो तुम्हारी छाया बंधन को नहीं पाया तुम आनंद करो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो अपने को जब जो नहीं जाने महिमा तुम्हारी क्या पहचाने जो कुछ भी कहते अनजाने मिलाते तुम्हारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो मेरे मन आरती स्वीकारो श्रीमानाही तुम्हारी कृपा को क्या कोई दे भीख तुम्हें दो प्रेमी जनों को, नित्य तुम्हें सुमिरो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो। दिव्य सनातन परम दयाघन, दिव्य सनातन परम दयाघन, हे जगन्नाथ मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो मेरा मन, आरती स्वीकारो। अवतार मेहर बाबा की जय।
Beautiful. Jai Baba.
जय बाबा, जय बाबा,
Jai Baba.
जय बाबा।
So you all can please unmute and we will take Baba's name. Avatar.
जय बाबा की
Jai.
जय
Avatar. Meher Baba ki
Baba ki jai.
Avatar.
अवतार
Meher Baba ki
जय।
jai.
Thanks, Pratap ji. And thank
जय
you.
बाबा,
Thank you.
जय
Pratap.
बाबा,
so much.
जय बाबा, जय बाबा, जय बाबा, जय बाबा, जय
धन्यवाद
Baba.
प्रताज जी।
Jai Baba. Jai Baba.
जय बाबा, जय बाबा,
Jai Baba.
जय बाबा।